dealing with a disability. I actually have two. I have a hearing loss, and I'm diagnosed with anxiety and depression. So, and I'm open about both of them. Growing up with the hearing loss, it was very difficult because the technology wasn't as good as it is now. And my father always used to say to me, Nick, can't lives on won't street. When you say you can't do something, you won't do something. Go back to the incident when I first started at L'Oreal. I was in a meeting with about 10 or 15 people, and the most powerful person in the room reached over to my hearing aid and actually touched my hearing aid to say, you need to turn it up. I was never so mortified in my life. I got up and left the room and had to catch myself. And here I am. I didn't know how to react, So I've learned something over the years. It's called SOS, stop, oxygenate, and seek further information. Catch myself, go outside the room, breathe 3 times, catch my breath, and then go back to the person and say, hey, look, what were you thinking when that happened? So this has happened numerous times in my career. So for people that have disabilities, you can't be your best authentic self because you're trying to fit in. You're trying to be like everyone else. And if you're trying to be like everyone else, you'll never be able to do what you really want to do because you're covering. So I've covered that aspect of myself during the course of my own career, to fit in, to belong. But my goal is to create a culture where everyone can just be their best authentic selves and be who they can be so they can contribute just like everyone else. As I've had the interactions with the rising leaders, and you reflect on the conversations that you've had or the sharing and the feedback and the dialogue that goes on in the sessions that we have and bringing leadership or career development or whatever we were talking about. Invariably, I'll get an email from someone, and I'm going to get emotional talking about it because it's impactful. Like it really impacts you, and somebody will just say, "You know what, Nick? I want to thank you for having the courage to share your own story, and it inspired me to share my own, and not let it get in my way." My own journey has been tough. It's been hard. Even my own family sometimes doesn't understand it. So to be honored by the Tourettes for the work that I do is just, it's so humbling. But as I said to you earlier, I know that this is God's gift to me, I didn't know that years ago. I was angry. Why do I have this? Why do I have to be different than everybody else? So when I think about the road I've traveled, I'm 54 years old. I have a phenomenal job, great family. I've been blessed. So it's my duty and honor to pass that blessing on. So what my vision is to help to continue is to grow the awareness and the advocacy of the rising leaders. Those are our future leaders.